darkness of the far future, there is only war. Hello, Internet. I'm Tuesday's Child.
And I'm Joe Bitchenhammer.
And today we are getting drunk and playing Warhammer 40k Space Marine.
It ought to be some fun. It's not exactly a new game, but it's not old yet either. And, you know, 40k, so why not? Unfortunately, in this game you have to play as the Ultramarines, which are just the Mary Sues of the entire game, but hey, you get to play in armor and with chain swords, so what's there to complain about?
We can live with that. Besides, there are always mods for skin changes and different chapters.
Yes, indeed.
Xenos invasion in progress. Recommended course of action.
Kill them.
Exterminatus.
No.
Negative. Strategic value absolute. Deploy capital weaponry. Negative. Estimated reduction in blah blah blah. Liberation fleet. Affirmative. Minor elements of system. Delay unacceptable. Strategic value absolute. Escalate area denial. Affirmative.
Now,
execute request order. Adeptus Astartes Ultra.
I like how you're using your beer as a microphone. That doesn't exist. Now, if it seems like I suck at this game, it's probably because I do. I'm used to playing with a control pad and not WASD, but we'll see if I can't get myself broken into this.
Yeah, just as a rule of thumb, Joe, Mr. Pigeonhammer here, is not all that used to PC gaming, but we're weaning him on it.
I think I played maybe 5 PC games ever, so this should be interesting. At least it's a game I like.
Yeah, 40k, I should probably point out, is something that kind of brought us together in a lot of ways.
Yes, it really is.
For those interested, I'm an orc player, so I'm going to be playing the part of the cannon fodder in all of this. And Joe is a Space Wolf player, which is to say he is a furry.
You're just mad because your armies always get yiffed in the end.
Yiff! The mighty battle cry of the Space Wolf. And just in case we, needed confirmation of that this guy is in fact a Ultramarine captain, they even named him Tight Ass.
Well done, sir. Well done. But we know that this is all fluffy bullshit because, as you can see, they're not wearing helmets. And none of the pussy Ultramarines would ever go into battle without a helmet.
Actually, one of the interesting things that they talk about, I forget where it was, in one of the big rule books for 40k, the tabletop, they talk about how on the tabletop, on models individually, characters will always, especially with Space Marines, they won't have any kind of helmet, they'll be open-faced. And they talk about how in practice, they would actually have their helmets on at all times because it's stupid not to. But they're represented without helmets on the models in order to make them more distinct and give them more character.
I see. Now you see in the faction I play, the Space Wolves, most of the time they actually don't wear helmets, even in the fluff, because it messes with their acute senses.
Yeah.
Which just makes them all the more awesome.
And if you're an orc, you don't wear helmets anyway, because I ain't orky enough.
By the way, this man does have the best orc impression I have ever heard. In fact, his name comes from a war cry of one of his orc characters
here you go.
that we played.
Yep, you are now in control.
Wonderful. I see I have a large knife and a bolter. Oh, and your sensitivity is way up there.
You might have to put that down a little bit to something you're more comfortable with.
Yes, no, definitely.
If you hit escape.
There we are.
Now, if I recall, the controls are
options or combat controls.
It would be options.
I see.
Yeah, make horizontal and vertical sensitivity, and make sure you keep them equal. Otherwise, it'll just be weird.
Let's take it down to 43. Why not? Oh, perfect. Well, let's see if I can't live through this then.
And if you need to bone up on the combat controls, though, it should be one click for shoot, one click for melee.
Oh look, orcs. Now, the interesting thing about the gun he has, it's called a bolter.
Yeah, for those unfamiliar, unfamiliar with the 40K universe.
The reason it's called a bolter is because, well, the rounds are called bolts. And what they are rocket-propelled grenades, basically, that explode inside the body of whatever you shoot.
Yeah, high-velocity, armor-piercing rounds with high explosives inside. It should be pointed out, if you shoot that, it should explode.
Yes, indeed.
There you go.
There we are.
Oh,
whoa! Ah, popped it like a cork.
It should be pointed out that this gun with armor-piercing, high-velocity, high-explosive rounds, this is like the basic sidearm for the Space Marines. So this kind of establishes just how awesome / ridiculous the 40K universe can be.
Now, if you don't know, this man that I'm playing as is probably between 8 and 9 feet tall, genetically engineered to have bones like carbon fiber. The shells that this gun shoots are actually the size of a grown man's fist. And these unarmored green fungus men just shrug them off like they didn't happen. Alright, and tell me, how do I regain my health?
You have to, if I recall, you have to...
How do I reload?
R should always be reload in any kind of shooter.
Oh, that's going to suck.
You get used to it.
I see.
I can tell you from experience, because I came into PC gaming from consoles too. So, I can tell you from experience, WASD it's difficult to learn, but once you master it, you'll wonder how you play any kind of shooter with anything else.
Well, I really
here we've got a war boss.
Great. How do I heal? How do I heal?
You have to do finishing moves on enemies. There should be a prompt. I believe it's E. Oh, okay. Anytime you see that little indicator around the cursor, that means there's a grenade nearby. You need to run away.
Yay, that helps.
I'm curious why it's not giving you the prompt for that.
Maybe because I suck and they're dying too fast.
If you die, just hit escape and check the combat controls.
Dying seems like a real possibility.
There's another fuel line. You'll have to float the thing. Yeah,
wonderful.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, those are shooting boys.
Oh, crap. Maybe I should have played on easy. I know lots of people will criticize me for that, but you know what? New to PC gaming. Roll away. There we go. New to PC gaming. I can live with that. Gotta get that shield back. There we go.
Go ahead and check the combat controls.
Well, I see the grab for a finishing move, but it seems like
F?
after... No, it's E like you said.
I know that there's supposed to be...
There we go. You know what? I will figure it out after I die / kill these guys.
Yeah, your shield actually should be good. Yeah.
There we are.
Yeah, just...
So I guess finishing moves really just boost
Well, I know
this
there's a telegraph for it, because they'll sort of go into like a stun state with this little blue aura around their head, and that signifies that they can be finished off.
I see.
I'm not sure. It might be like a specific melee combo that you have to do, because I know you can't really force them in with shamans.
Well, you see, there's the grab that you said with E, so...
Go ahead and hit escape real quick.
Indeed.
Combat control...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you've got slash... Yeah, this will tell you all your combos.
I see. And there's the combat knife. I don't have a chainsword yet. That would be nice.
Yeah, go back to the combat knife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's saying... Okay, backhand is that 1? The 1 key?
That's an F.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's it. You set up the stun with a combo involving the F key. So you've got just the backhand, which is a single target. You just hit F in front of somebody. Kick will hit everybody in front of you. You slash your knife once and then hit F, and then double slash and F will hit a larger cone. It looks like.
I see.
Yeah. So F is what sets up your finisher, and then E actually executes.
Ah, I see. Well, that will help.
Yeah, I should point out it's been a while since I played this game.
Well, I'll forgive you for that.
Yeah.
If this works. If not, then, well, there we are. E.
Yeah.
E, damn it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I feel you. The finishers on this game are really pretty brutal, especially once you start getting chainsaw, power axe, and so forth.
Blood for the blood god.
Yes, because you're suddenly Cornate. The Cornate Ultramarine.
I think that all Space Marines are in fact worshippers of Khorne, they just won't admit it.
Well, whether they intend to be or not, they kind of are contributing to Khorne just by the act of warfare in any capacity.
Oh, that's... quit hitting R and kill the sword.
Remember, if you
there
want
we are.
You can stun multiple ones if you do combo like slash JNF or slash F.
Yeah, I'm controls getting used to.
Yeah,
will take a little bit of time. In fact, once I have a bit more of a buzz, I believe I'll hand this over to you. Mostly because I don't want to embarrass myself too badly. There we are. It should be pointed out that they have reinforced muscles and bones and all of that.
Plus the armor he's wearing is actually a robotic exoskeleton that adds to a Space Marine's strength. So yeah, they're pretty ridiculously overpowered taken on an individual basis. Plus this one guy particularly is a Space Marine captain, which means he's a veteran of countless battles.
Which I'm probably not doing justice. Now, I hope this actually is not boring anyone. You're probably going to get lots of history of 40k over the entire playthrough of this because, well...
Because we spurred the fuck out on it. And by God, we're not apologizing.
It's what we've done forever. Besides, anything that can get someone into a hobby that's as fun and, you know, as friend-building as it is...
And expensive.
And expensive. Well, compared to some other hobbies, not really so much.